Welcome to the channel. My name is Davey Moons, and this is Space Marine 2. This game is a third-person shooter made by Saber Interactive, and this sequel to Space Marine that came out in 2011. I never played that game, and when it comes to Warhammer in general, I do not know ball. The game and its trophy list are broken into 3 parts. First is the campaign, and while doing that, I'll earn 17 trophies. After beating the campaign, I moved on to the online PvP. In this mode, there are 6 trophies to earn, and all of them but one are very simple. The final stage is called Operations. Here you will use the same classes from PvP, but play PvE missions. I'll earn 22 trophies here, and if you're counting, that leaves 4 trophies unaccounted for. While playing the campaign and Operations, there are 35 data slates to collect. And across those missions, you'll need to mark 23 different enemy types. And once all of that is done, the last trophies to grind are for getting 20,000 and then 41,000 kills. If you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Now let's get started. The campaign starts with Titus role-playing as War from Darksiders, and this cutscene that establishes just how badass this game is going to be. But you may have noticed, this is a war game, and we're in a flying vehicle.
Oh, not good.
So that means we're not in the air for long.
Another happy landing.
The game shows me the ropes, and I start autistically scanning every enemy I see to make sure I don't miss any for the trophy. Titus survived that crash because he's the main character, but the rest of the squad are a little more than cameos.
Someone make a note of that man's bravery. Someone make a note of that man's bravery.
Alright, I get it!
Titus has to continue the mission alone, which leaves his situation a bit dire as he has to hold out while a virus bomb prepares to launch. This is the first of a few endless horde mode sections of the game, and God, I love these parts.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
We can finally launch the bomb, but the Tyranids don't stop coming. And this leads to Titus going Optimus on these Tyranid scum.
I'll take you all on! I will take you all with me!
Unfortunately, these fight scenes end the same way. But unlike Optimus, we don't have to wait until the end of the movie for a revive.
You survived only through the Rubicon surgery.
And with the prologue over, we get the first trophy. Titus gets assigned new squad members, Gadriel and Chiron. And right off the bat, Gadriel is feeling pretty sussed out by Titus's past.
You see those service studs? Our lieutenant is over 200 years old. He couldn't have been born a Primaris.
This mission gives me the first of many data slates, and I'm not going to mention most of them, but trust me, I'm grabbing them all. Having the homies with me makes committing genocide much more efficient, and this level gives us a literal kill box to play with. The Cadians need us elsewhere, however, and so with extreme prejudice, we help them retake a strategic facility. And here, our next goal becomes apparent. Destroy the Tyranid hive mind using a big-ass gun.
Oh boy, yeah.
In the process of getting the guns online, I encountered the first part of the game that gave me a little trouble.
Help me!
I found a minigun in the area, and that helped the situation out enough for me to fire the cannons at the Tyranid ship, completing the level and giving me the next trophy. Our next assignment is to extract a high-value target called Nozick, but he won't leave until we get some data for him.
The hive will not leave without the data.
Bitch.
Our journey to his lab wasn't a boring one, and we even wandered onto the set of Predator. Lictor? I barely knew her. Okay, I'm sorry. During this fight, I earned a trophy for getting 100 kills with Righteous Fury. That's just this game's version of a rage mechanic. And after killing the Lictor, we reach Nozick's lab, only to find it full of bugs. Fortunately, the game gives you the right tool for the job. And one hearty barbecue later, we succeeded in transmitting the data.
Transmission active. Data incoming.
But as Nozick is making his escape, he gets shot down. We get jump packs to make our way to them, and these are great for turning yourself into a projectile.
Oh no!
But unfortunately, the crash reveals a grim sight.
Chaos.
Like I said, I don't know Warhammer, so I don't really know what that means, but this is the end of the level, and I got the next trophy. With a new threat emerging, we're sent to find Nozik's apprentice.
Morius Luz. He is currently missing.
During this level, I got to use the power sword for the first time, and damn, it's satisfying.
That's a lot of damage. How about a little more?
We get a rematch with the Carnifex, but this time I got my boys with me.
My powers have doubled since the last time we met.
We're able to find Luz's location, and Titus uses this opportunity to dig into what Luz is working on.
Open file Project Aurora.
We find a Project Aurora, and that has something to do with the first game, but I don't know what the fuck that is. We have to shut down a volatile reactor on our way out, and while doing this, I killed 100 enemies with environmental hazards. With the reactor settled down, the next story trophy pops. From here, we get sent to Avarax to find Luz. We end up meeting a fellow space marine. He informs us a Neurothrope is blocking our way forward, and on our way to eliminate it, I shot down a hiding lictor to earn a trophy. Then Gadriel has to make an elevator ride awkward.
Your behavior has been erratic. You force your way into classified files. You tell us nothing.
Gadriel,
We deserve to know who is leading us.
this conversation is over.
Way to go, bro. We reached a Neurothrope, and it kept fucking spamming a blast attack that rocked my shit until I finally countered it.
Finally!
We reunite with Valeris after this, and damn, he looks cool. He even offers to help us out. What a swell guy. I'm sure our alliance will last a very long time, and nothing bad at all will happen.
Ambush!
This ambush reveals new enemies for us to fight the rest of the game, the Heretic Astartes. More like the Heretic Retardes. Am I right, fellas?
Amanda's in there.
Killing a Heretic Sorcerer finally opens the way to Luz, and we take him back to the battle barge. En route, he gives my squad further reason to be sus.
A captain, Titus, was killed on the Forge world of Graia over a century ago.
And the level's trophy pops. The next mission has us try to warn our company of the dangers of Aurora, and it has us fight through heretics and lots of Tyranids.
How'd that get in there?
Ultimately, we reach the astropathic relay, and while here trying to relay our message, tension on Titus's allegiance boils over thanks to this chick.
Me? Just hanging around.
Lieutenant!
Gadriel, buddy old pal. Bros before hoes, come on, man. It takes care on doming that bitch to reveal the truth of the situation. I'm not the heretic, this dude is.
I lied.
And after clapping his cheeks for 2 rounds, he retreats.
Do not let him.
The boys settle things, and that ends this level. The Heretics' next move is to attack the Aurora facility with Luz inside. They're using a giant obelisk to draw their power, and Gadriel, eager to redeem himself, proposes we crash an old battle barge into it.
But it might ram.
You serious?
Before putting his plan into action, the chaplain would like a word, and after listening to him chew us out for a bit, I get a trophy.
Why is it, when something happens, it is always you three?
Our entrance to Demirium has another trophy to earn, and for that I have to smash into 10 objects while flying down.
We'll make it.
Probably the most random trophy in the game. This level puts a Thunderhammer in my hands, so the fun is guaranteed. We establish a target lock for the ship to destroy the Heretic beacon, and then make our way towards the Aurora facility. I earned the next trophy for performing my 50th unique finisher.
Suffer in death.
And despite Imura whispering in my ear, we carve through the heretics to reach Luz. He disregards our warnings and fires up the Aurora device. It appears to work at first, but after twisting this thing, everything goes south.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
So Luz is fucking dead, and the heretics have the device. Great. The level ends with a trophy, and now the game gives us some exposition on how we all got played.
They killed Nozick. Led us to believe they would do the same to Luz.
So we would deliver him precisely where they wanted him.
Son of a bitch!
Well, maybe things will look better outside.
Fuck.
We fight to Akaran and try to come up with a plan, but the best we got is to try and reach the warp on foot.
Not a great plan.
And this leads to an incredibly badass last stand.
The standard! It lies crumpled in the dirt like a rag!
Lieutenant, what are your orders? We fight!
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I f***ing hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
We hold this ground in the name of the Primer! If we die with vengeance on our lips! Vengeance! Get up, Sarius! My leg is gone!
And as things are looking very dire, we get bailed out by Lord Calgar.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Damn, I bet this would go even harder if I knew the lore. Together we develop a better plan, this time to rotate 4 obelisks like Luz did in the catacombs. That plan seems to be working, and on our way to the next obelisk, I parried all of this specific enemy's attacks for a trophy. And then the squad meets up with a dreadnought. He aids our cause across this field, and we're able to turn the last obelisk to force the heretics to retreat. Calgar chases after them, so we follow his lead into the abyss. And here we find the final boss fight. He has a few different attacks that I have to learn to avoid.
Reality can be whatever I want.
But for the most part, he's just a bullet sponge. We're able to rescue Calgar from Amura's illusions, and with a cutscene, Titus destroys the heretics. Despite saving the day, there's no PTO coming Titus's way.
Your duty is not yet done.
But he handles it pretty well.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Titus gets a new assignment, so we must part from the boys.
I am called to serve elsewhere.
And with one more reference to the first game,
I don't even know who you are.
The campaign ends with a gold trophy. Now before moving on to the next stage, there's one more trophy for me to grab here. I go back to one of the early missions and progress until I come across a Ravener. I have to get it to release a grab squad member, and the easiest way to do that is to have that squad member be yourself. You pull this off by throwing grenades at your feet before it grabs you, and if the timing is right, you'll earn the trophy. With that done, it's time to move to stage 2, PvP. For the rest of the video, I'll be leaving Titus behind and playing as a space marine of 6 different classes. Each has access to different weapons and has a unique class ability. I have to win a match with each, so let's jump into the first of 3 game modes, Seize Ground. This mode is similar to Call of Duty's Domination mode, and like any first match, I'm just trying to get a feel for the flow of the maps and how long the time to kill is.
Hey!
There's no long grind or anything for the multiplayer, you just have to play 30 matches, but there is that one trophy to take skill, the 5 kill streak. You can get killed pretty quickly, so I'm hoping I get it while earning the other trophies and won't have to grind this mode afterwards. That is the kind of trophy that can stress me out because there's no progress or anything, you just have to pull it off at some point, so there's really no way to know how long it'll take. Oh, well that was fucking easy. Despite my moment of glory, we lost this match. My plan is to keep playing as each class until I got a win. The first class I was using is the Tactical. He can ping enemies.
I see.
But my team lost again. Mission failed. But let it be known that I was first on the team. We won the next match, and that gave me a trophy for my first win, and it crosses the Tactical off the list. I joined a match in progress with the Assault. This class has the jump pack.
Bye, have a great time.
And I got a pretty easy win here. The Vanguard is up next, and he has a grapple attack, but he felt pretty underpowered all around. The grapple doesn't have much impact, and his gun's basically a pea shooter.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
We won the match though, so I moved on to the Bulwark. He's pretty unique in that he doesn't have a primary weapon, instead you get an invulnerable shield, which can be pretty fucking annoying. This win brings me to the Sniper class. I always like sniping in games, but I'm not very fucking good at it, to be honest. The sniper class comes with a cloak to use, and my team's been on a roll lately, and it looks like that finally wore down the enemy team.
Man, all these pussies leaving now that they losing.
Well said, brother. So this was also a pretty easy win, and the last class to use is the Heavy. Armed with a minigun and spawnable shield, this class can be a blast. Oh shit, Heavy battle! I had another pretty easy win, and there's the trophy for winning with each class. I had a couple more matches of Seize Ground to play, but there's the trophy for 10. I moved on to Capture and Control next, basically Hardpoint from COD, and as much as I was winning at Seize Ground, these matches went the exact fucking opposite way. My team got shut out multiple times, but let it be known, I was first on my team both times. Out of the 10 matches I played for the trophy, I might have lost every single time, at least like 8 or 9. It was fucking ass. Get me the hell out of here. Lastly is Annihilation, and this is just simple team deathmatch. Completing 10 matches finishes up all the online trophies, and that brings us to Stage 3, Operations. Operations has you and 2 other players play essentially more campaign missions, with a few differences. As you complete levels, you'll get XP and level up your weapons and class to then take on harder missions. The game launched with 6 operations, and has since added more, but beating each of these earns a trophy. Operation 1 is one of the more fun missions.
So no head?
With the end goal of nuking some Tyranids.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Operation 2 lets us drop a fucking bridge on a Hive Tyrant before finishing it off. Operation 3 mixes Tyranid and Chaos enemies with the end goal of purging the Heretics' altars. Operation 4 is against Chaos and sends you back to Kindergarten to play a matching game. And that brings me to Operation 5. Things started to go downhill when we had to wait at a door for an AFK teammate.
Huh? Son of a bitch!
One eternity later.
He eventually left or got replaced by AI, a fate I'm sure many of us will face. But this next section makes us escort a battery. Someone has to stand next to it for it to move, and someone else has to align the tracks. We got through the first part without too much trouble, but notice here the game gives you a waypoint. Once we charge up the battery, we get a new objective, but no more waypoint. And for some reason, I thought we had to bring the battery back to where we started. So for the next, 40 minutes, we were just moving this thing back and forth like a bunch of fucking dumbasses.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I eventually looked up someone else doing the mission to realize we had to take it to the opposite side of the room, and after way too long, we finished the mission. Operation 6 is back to Tyranids, and it becomes clear to me that fighting the Tyranids was way more fun than fighting heretics.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Now, while beating these missions, I earned several miscellaneous trophies. Firstly, some enemies will try to call for reinforcements, and stopping that 5 times is a trophy. I also stopped a heretic from reviving his pals. A couple of the operations introduced new enemies, and scanning them got me the trophy for marking 23. These levels all have more data slates for me to pick up, and finding the last one finishes off that trophy. There were trophies for killing 1,000 Tyranids and 1,000 Chaos Servants, and thanks to my little detour in Operation 5, that 1,000 kills came pretty quickly. A key part of making it through each mission is scavenging for supplies, and grabbing 200 pickups completes another trophy. With that stuff out of the way, I focused on the class-specific trophies next. The Sniper trophy was the fastest to earn, requiring only 250 headshots. The Heavies trophy is incredibly easy, kill 500 enemies in heavy stance. That literally just means while aiming down sights. Just mowing down bugs. The Tactical trophy is the most tedious, as you need 25 kills with each of the 7 primary weapons he has access to, so tracking which ones you have and haven't used can slow you down. The Bulwark has to get 100 kills with each of his 3 melee weapons, and he has a unique fist weapon that was pretty disappointing. It just didn't feel good to use compared to the rest.
Are you sure about that?
The Vanguard has to perform 100 gun strikes, and after some absolute cinema, I completed that. And lastly was the Assault class. This trophy is for hitting 500 enemies with the ground slam. While doing all this, I was leveling up my classes, and it turned out my Vanguard was the highest level, so I chose to main that going forward. Reaching level 19 gave me the last few rewards to fully customize this class. And now it's time to grind some levels, because I have to reach level 25 with a class, a gun, and a melee weapon. But as real gamers know, fashion is the true endgame, so it's time for a drip check. And with my Vanguard hot and ready for war crimes, it's time for a leveling montage.
Overkill. Kill-tacular. Kill-trocity. Kill-apocalypse. Killing spree. Killionaire.
With my melee weapon and class at level 25 and my gun close enough, I wanted to double dip on trophies. So I raised the difficulty to Ruthless Threat so I could knock out the trophy for beating a level on that difficulty at the same time my gun hit level 25.
This is where the fun begins.
I happened to join a mission in progress and things were going pretty good until...
Huh?
Oh my god, fuck.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Despite that hiccup, by this point I'd say I was pretty good at the game. Oh, don't worry about me, brother. I'm not stuck in here with them.
They're stuck in here with me.
Fatality. Flawless victory.
And finishing off that level does give me the trophy for max level gun and clearing Ruthless Threat. So that leaves just 2 trophies left. And unfortunately, despite clearing the rest of the trophy list, I'm less than halfway towards the 41,000 kills I need. Fortunately, during the time I was playing this game, the Siege update came out, and that brought a Horde mode with it. And the coolest thing here is saving up to spawn a Dreadnought.
I must say, damn good stuff, sir.
But after eventually being overwhelmed or extracting, it seems this mode was getting me about 1,000 kills an hour. I used the Siege mode to get to 20,000 kills, but I was honestly getting burnt out with the game at this point, and I didn't want to spend another 20 hours on this. So I used a fast kill farming spot from the campaign. There's a small amount of setting up to do by killing enemies on a ledge, but then as long as you don't go to the objective, Tyranids will endlessly spawn, so you can just farm them as they climb up.
Oh, this is going to be easy.
This still took maybe an hour and a half or so, but at last the trophy popped, and that is the Space Marine 2 Platinum. Thank you so much for watching. This game was sick, even if I was ready to be done by the end. I hope you enjoyed, and come back next time to see me platinum Avatar Frontiers of Pandora.
Is that it?
I think so.